Hello everyone, in today's video I want to cover the Tesla stock. It's been shooting to the moon again. I also want to give you my personal touch on the valuation model, and I also want to reveal, is it a buy right now? So if you own positions in Tesla, or you're thinking of owning positions in Tesla, or you're just like wanting to hear more about Tesla because you're a Tesla fan, well, you got to check out today's video. So in today's video, I'm only going to give you the highlights of Tesla, why I still think there's a ton of potential in this company. Now, if you want to know more about what Tesla is all about, well, there's first tons of videos on that. But if you just like my perspective, check this video up here. So many of you probably know Tesla as the electric car vehicle, but it's actually many different startup companies under Tesla. And let me give you an overview of what all the startup companies are under the Tesla belt. And I'm saying startup because that's how early it is. Okay, it hasn't. And this is going to become very important in my valuation model. Okay, so the first one is solar panels. I mean, they build solar panels for roofs. They also have battery storage for houses and for big utility companies. They also have full self-driving software, which is in beta version right now, but it's going to be like widely released in the next year. They also have a competitive edge when it comes to building their own batteries. Even though they partnered up with other suppliers, they are building their own battery. They also have Tesla insurance, which is only available in California right now, but they're planning to like bring that across North America. They also have the supercharging network, and the supercharging network is pretty essential. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, I assume you're thinking like supercharging network. I mean, that's only for Tesla cars. So how does that benefit Tesla? Well, it benefits Tesla in that they have a huge network like gas stations, except it's not gas, it's electricity, and they can charge people to charge the electric vehicle cars. And this is going to be pretty significant in the future. So just imagine the possibility of that across North America. The way they manufacture cars, the way they build cars is a huge competitive edge. They built it from the ground up. Like basically anything when it comes to build a frame is so much different and it's so much more efficient. This is going to be super important for the valuation. Upcoming regulations like China banning industrial combustion engine cars in 2035, with Quebec doing the same, with Europe following, with Japan following, it's like pretty obvious that electric vehicles are going to become more and more mainstream. Full disclosure, I own Tesla stock and I actually own the Tesla Model Y. So I'm super just bullish just knowing the product and having the stocks. But I can see, and I'm sure some of you already know this, that in the next year, there's going to be three big major growth catalysts for Tesla. The first one is full self-driving beta. Okay, now it's only beta version right now, but it's going to be widely released across North America. Now it comes with a hefty price tag, like $10,000, of which I can't believe I paid for. But it's going to be a subscription model, which is like going to be like seemingly more affordable to people who buy Tesla. Now you're probably thinking like, okay,
Yeah, like it's so expensive. Even with a subscription model, it's going to be super expensive.
but okay, hang on tight. Okay, let's talk about the next big growth catalyst. The next big growth catalyst, and this is not going to be like in a year, this is talking probably in 2 years or 3 years, is a $25,000 car. 25,000 US, okay, dollar car, which is going to make it so appealing for people who are going to be buying a new car. I think that the uptake for this cheaper Tesla is going to be humongous, and this is going to be game changing for Tesla. The Cybertruck is going to be everywhere. I mean, lots of people have ordered this crazy Cybertruck. It looks insane, but that's like huge branding for Tesla. Whenever you see that truck, as much as I actually personally don't like the looks of it because it's a bit like it's actually too obnoxious for my personality, but there's so many people who are going to like it. And every time you see it, you're going to say, yeah, that's a Tesla. That's a Tesla truck. So that's huge branding potential. They also have the semi trucks. Okay, like Walmart's ordered a ton of semi trucks. These are going to be driving on the road. We're also going to have the Roadster, which is like a beautiful looking car. I forgot to talk about Robo Taxi. Now, if you asked me 2 years ago about Robo Taxi, I would have said, yeah, it's not happening. But now that I have the car, oh my God, I can't believe it's doing this. I've been binge watching a lot of the Tesla YouTube videos, just seeing how sophisticated the full self-driving beta version, the software is right now, it's really, really, really close. Now, it still needs a person to monitor the car, but you could see it. You could see that this is going to be reaching, soon level 5 autonomy, which basically means that you won't need a person in the car. Now, that comes down to regulations. And I know you're going to say like,
Okay, well, as if any country is going to actually allow Tesla to do that.
and you are probably right. But did you know that Norway has already passed a regulation that they're going to allow it? So I think by having one country already accepted, and of course there's going to be like things that will go wrong with it, but with one country already adopting it and proving that it works, I'm going to just basically say it's going to work, because I would never bet against Elon Musk. And then rest of the countries are going to follow suit, because they'll probably realize like how safe it is. And Elon Musk said in his master plan, he wants it 10 times safer than a person driving a car. And I wouldn't bet against Elon Musk against his plan. So what are my key assumptions with the valuation model? So I'm going to quickly highlight the key assumptions for 2025. I assumed we're going to get full self-driving, okay, because it's right here. We also have a $25,000 car, so I'm assuming that there's going to be a massive uptake. So basically, any car that Tesla produces is going to be sold. I also assumed that the energy business isn't going to be a big revenue stream by 2025, because they're focusing a ton of their energy in manufacturing their cars and decreasing battery costs and on their FSD. Based on their 4 factory production rates, which is China about a million, max like a million, like max, Texas at 600,000, Fremont 500,000, and Berlin at 700,000, and potentially 2 other factories coming up. I assume between 2, they're going to build cars about 2.9 to 3.8 million cars, and all of them are going to be sold. So my target prices, and this is I averaged between the bull and the bearish case. With a price per earnings of 70, I got $1,146. With a price per earnings of 80, I got 1309, and with a price per earnings of 100, I got 1637. Say you didn't even want to run through all those calculations and you just wanted a quick metric to look through. You could just actually look at Yahoo Finance, find its 5-year projected growth rate, and then divide this by the forward PE ratio, and you'll find that the PEG, which is the price per earnings growth rate, is actually 0.4, okay, 0.39 to be exact, which is less than 1. I already told you the rule of thumb is having a PEG of less than 1, and if you're thinking long term, like don't look at next year, I'm talking long term, 5 years. It's pretty like insightful. It just says like it's still actually a good buy right now. Hear me out. We have to look at 2030. This is what I'm saying. Tesla is a super, super long term stock. Okay, so by 2030, this is when it gets pretty crazy. The key assumptions for my 2030 valuation is I assumed, of course, full self-driving is like fully complete, like full autonomy. I also assume that energy starts ramping up, because I believe in Elon Musk when he says energy is going to be worth probably more than what the electric car vehicles sales are. And same with this other super smart guy, Shamith, who's a billionaire, and also says the same thing, because it basically becomes like a decentralized, allows people to become like their own decentralized power company. And I'm not going to go into all those details. You can watch other YouTube videos about what that really means. But I'll just say is that it's going to be huge. And the other assumption I made is that Tesla is able to make between 10 to 20 million cars. Now, I know I have a huge range because I always go with a more conservative case, and then what others are thinking. Like a lot of people are actually thinking Tesla's going to make 20 million cars, and Elon Musk says he's going to build 20 million cars by 2030. But you know what? I'm just going to go from a range of 10 million to 20 million. So that's what my valuation model considers. So this is what I get. With a price per earnings of 70, I got $5,851. With a price per earnings of 80, I got $6,687. With a price per earnings of 100, I got $8,359. And I consider, like, I did the revenue multiple as well, and I got a market cap between $3 trillion and $4 trillion. Now, I know that seems pretty insane. It is actually pretty insane. But what's even crazier is that I didn't consider Robo Taxi as a revenue stream, even though FSD is going to be here. I haven't considered the revenue stream from the supercharging network, which is going to be like huge, because if we got all these regulations coming up and they're banning gasoline cars, all those electric vehicles need to fuel up with electricity. And the only network that's comprehensive is Tesla. And they're the only ones that actually maintain it all the time. I say, again, that could be another big revenue stream for Tesla. And again, I haven't even considered Tesla insurance. So all to say is that, yes, I would think my valuation model, even if I'm pretty sure it's going to be like obviously off in so many different respects. I also didn't consider these other revenue streams, which could pretty much change. Like I'm saying, I think Tesla is going to be the biggest company in the world. I actually didn't even show you what's even crazier. If you looked at the price per earnings in the future, say you buy the stock right now and you held it for 10 years, the price per earnings, and some of you are like value investors. So like I said, if you had like a price per earnings of less than 15, it's like super cheap. Well, by 2030, the price per earnings, if you bought the stock right now, would be like, I think I found like between 11, 8, like way less than 15. It looks really, really cheap if you hold it for 10 years.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Like 2030, that's super long. I mean, anything can go wrong.
And you're right. Yeah, anything can go wrong. I could be super up to lunch. I could think of Elon Musk. Actually, I hope he stays healthy. I don't want anything to happen to him because his charisma and his genius attracts top talent in that company. And the fact that he's able to move employees from SpaceX to Tesla, Tesla to SpaceX, it's just, that's why the products just keep getting more and more innovative, because they're just sharing top brains between these two companies. Elon Musk has also built many successful companies. So all to say is that I wouldn't bet against Elon Musk. And there's a lot of other people who are super smart, are billionaires, who are also saying the same thing, like Chamath and Ron Barron. And of course, Kathy Wood, who's the biggest bull for Tesla, because her model, and I went really deep into her model. If you look at her model, the big catalyst is the Robo Taxi. And that's when it really basically skyrockets Tesla to a whole new world. Now, as a full disclaimer, I am not your financial advisor. I am just some YouTuber who loves talking about stocks and real estate investing to grow your income, build your wealth, and help you live your best life. All to say is please do your own due diligence. But if I know personally for me, I am averaging up. I've been buying it like pretty much every single month. I know that in the long term, Tesla is going to do so well. Now in the short term, it's going to be a rocky road. I mean, for example, it's actually is priced to perfection. Like, because it's gone up so much, every quarter it's probably going to sell off, is what I suspect, because people already know what's going to come up in the next quarter. But the thing is, there's too many people who are thinking too short term for Tesla, like all the Wall Street analysts. And this is where all the analysts are getting it wrong. If you hold Tesla stock, please hold it for the long term. Basically, buy it and then forget about it. Like, buy it and then forget about it. I've bought companies like this many moons ago, okay, like long time ago. And my biggest regret is selling them. I remember holding on to Google back in 2000, like right after the financial crisis. And once it doubled, I sold it. I also bought Apple at that time, and then I sold it. I also bought Microsoft back like in like shortly after university, and it doubled and I sold it. All to say is that all those stocks have 10x. Okay. So I'm not saying like for sure Tesla is going to 10x, but I would say I'm pretty excited about the product line. I've never found a company where its product line, it's as like, he's super transparent. Elon Musk tells you what he's going to do. There's very rare do you find a company that is that transparent, that tells you, hey, we're going to do this, and actually achieves it. Well, usually like Apple, they're super top secret about a company. I mean, about their product. There's rumors that, like, for example, Project Titan, they've been talking about Project Titan for like, I think for like 5 years, yet you don't know a lot about it, except it's coming. Well, Elon Musk is so transparent. He basically just tells you, like, we're building this, we're doing this. So I would say that I'm very excited about the product line. I can actually see the revenue streams from it. Now, I don't know what the exact number would be, but I'll just say it's pretty transformational. One last thing I forgot to mention. This is like breaking news. China there's a rumor actually in China where they've sold 100,000 Model Y cars in less than 24 hours. This is insane. I hope you found this video very insightful. I will let you know, I spent so much time on this research. It is the biggest position of my entire stock portfolio. And there's a reason why, because I spent like, I can't even imagine, like I weeks of hours into Tesla company. So I would really appreciate if you smash that like button, like hit it. So you let me know to create more of these videos for you. And of course, to let me know that you like the video. Also, if you haven't subscribed, why not? It's free. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you get the latest and greatest videos coming to you. I'll see you in the next video.